bit about it, what the purpose is. What we're doing is creating a monthly content calendar that's going to have both content ideas for personal and work posts. Because as you know, part of social media is not just, hey, giving all of this real estate stuff and not sharing anything of yourself. What makes it beneficial is people getting to know you, hear your voice, see a little bit more about your life so people can relate and connect. And so we created this with the idea of, hey, let's help people make sure that you guys kind of stay on track, and have ideas, because this is just an added thing to do with everything else that you have to do, right? So if we can take a little of that burden off and it helps you guys be more consistent with posting, then that's the goal, right? So how we're going to do this is the calendar is going to be, I'm trying to decide this. We're going to have it accessible through our portal, which is our website. And then we'll have it linked on the hub. We'll have it so you guys know where to find it. I'm just finding the best methods of that to make sure that you guys have full access and can use it to the best of your ability so it's actually beneficial. I know some people like to kind of plan things and track things, so they might want it accessible that they download and they can kind of say when they've done things. We're going to launch it for March. And so by next week, for sure, by Monday, we'll have the calendar out to everyone and you'll see posts about it. It will be mentioned in the OneNote as well. But that's kind of the overview of what this is. It's not a how to social media, it's a what to on social media. So it's a little bit different. There's a lot of influencers, there's content creators, there's people in the industry, people not in the industry that can teach you more about how to do things. This is more of what should you be doing or what can you be doing so you can take that off your plate. So going to talk about a little bit about the benefits of planning content. That is going to help you be more consistent in your posting, as well as getting in the habit of trying to be recording every time you leave the house. Every time you leave the house is an opportunity to get B-roll, to get footage of, beautiful looking houses if you're going to new home communities, to connect with your sphere and your social media followers, by stories, things like that. So doing this is supposed to get you guys to the point where you're going to be doing more of those things just naturally, right? Also, planning and scheduling your content can help you save time in the long run. So if you aren't calendar blocking or if you aren't the most organized, social media can often really be a time suck, right? Because if you don't know where to start, then you end up spending your time maybe researching, going down rabbit holes, or going on social media and just scrolling, right? Instead of doing your own stuff. So having this content calendar is taking you off of social media, at least in the beginning. So then you can have your content creating, plan it, and then hopefully that's going to save you guys some more time and be more efficient. I also would hope that something that will come out of having a content calendar is that there's going to be more opportunities for you guys to grow and develop in your video content. I'm going to talk in the next slide or a few slides about what we are going to have available to you. But it's really just meant to be, hey, what should I be posting now? Okay, I have this video. This is how I can use it. That way, people are getting more of you. That means they're seeing you, hopefully. If you're not comfortable, then you're doing voiceovers and things like that so people can hear you. It's just a better way of connecting with your audience. So that's the benefits. Talking about the purpose of the content calendar. So again, I touched on this already. It's to provide the content ideas, also to promote planning ahead and scheduling. And then we are going to have some pre-made templates that are going to help assist you in being more consistent about posting. It is a big feat to say, hey, I'm going to post a video a day. I've done that before as a challenge, and it can be a lot. If you are out showing homes and you're writing contracts, you're doing listings, doing all of those other things, scheduling and creating those video posts can be very overwhelming. So we are going to offer pre-made templates for some of the days, and I'm going to show you guys an example here in a minute of what I'm talking about. And that's to help alleviate, so you guys don't have to spend the time thinking, okay, I need to create a video each day. Now, I would love it if people could get to that point, but we know it's just not possible. There's just not enough. There's not enough time in the day, and there's not enough help, right? So we will have some pre-made templates that will be made that will be static posts. If you don't know what I mean, and sorry, train. If you don't know what I mean by static post, it just means just it's a photo or an image or text. It's not a video. So we will have some of those made for you guys that our VA then you can request. They will put your photo in and your contact info, and then you have it. All you have to do is schedule it out. We will have a lot of those in the beginning, and this is going to be kind of fluid, and we'll see how things go. I don't want it to be a crutch for people to say, hey, I can literally post every day. I just need them to give me every single post with my photo and image. Like, you will have to do some of the content yourself. But hopefully will help. So then you will be more consistent in your posting. And part of this too is hopefully your knowledge and expertise and learning the ins and outs of whatever platforms you choose to use is going to grow. Now, I really recommend that you understand where your sphere, where your audience is. Now, if it's on Facebook, then you should really know and grow and do things on Facebook. If it's Facebook and Instagram, then use those. They're connected through Meta, right? If it is that you want to do TikTok, then do it. But you have to understand where your demographics are. So part of that goes into, there's a little bit more on you guys to understand where you're posting this, but this will give you the what, and then you just personalize it to you. All right. So this is an example. I know it still might be pretty small on some of your screens. It's going to be primarily Monday through Friday content. Now, holidays, things like that, or if there's other, you really can use it for whenever. Just for the order of making it consistent, I've scheduled a certain post for each day. And when I say schedule, I mean I just put it into the calendar. Now you can use whatever you guys want. So for example, for Friday, March 1st, that would be a March home maintenance tips. And I'll show you guys what we have for that. You'll see these, a lot of people do these already on their own, but then hopefully this will take some time off of you guys. You can have that consistently on the first of the month. You're posting a home maintenance tip, right? So green, I have color coded as work, business, real estate related, and blue is personal. I went a little top heavy on the real estate, but that's okay. Like, you can throw in a balance if you share stories or things like that. At least this is going to get you kind of ramped up to be sharing more about yourself. But I put it in a format of what is the post. So it's a work post, what it is, home maintenance, and tips. Show education to benefit your followers. Like, trying to get you in the mindset of like, why am I posting this? What is this helping my database, right? For personal, like here on Monday, I have suggested share a personal story about your journey in real estate. That's going to help connect you on a personal level with your audience. These videos, we do still have our VA that if you want some help in editing a video that then you post, we can do things like that. This is just meant to be like, here's everything. Now you guys go and use it how you can in your schedules, and hopefully you get to the point where you are posting consistently. But again, this is just all kind of suggestions, but it's not mandatory required. You don't have to do every day. Make it work for you, and then just challenge yourself to get better and better each week, and then month by month. And at that point, then, hopefully you make those connections. So that's what the calendar is going to look like, at least for now. How it's going to work is it is in a Google Sheets format. I just find that that's the best. We have our website is through Google, all the things. And so I have it in a Google Sheets format. It will be shared an entire month at a time. Some people like to plan ahead, some people only look the next week. That's fine. It's just going to be provided all at once so you guys have it and then you can utilize it. And then there will be opportunities on Hub that will post reminders of, hey, remember this is next week, or here's some trending audio. So I might have kind of like social media tips and tricks that I will share, but I'm just going to share it all at once. The plan is also to have it at least 2 weeks before the next month. So the people who are starting to plan for the first week of April will have it mid-March and they can start planning it out. I understand not everyone operates that way, but we're trying to stay ahead. I find that planning is getting you in a better place than trying to play catch up, right? So that's how we're going to try to operate it. It will be linked through our Prosper portal. And like I said, the weekly look ahead reminders, and then also maybe tips and tricks. So that's how it's going to work. And part two of that is okay, well, if you need anything, for instance, the pre made templates, which I will show you again in a moment, you can request those via the WhatsApp social media channel. For our virtual assistant to add your photo and information. Now, there are going to be some templates that, if it says like my favorite local coffee shop or things like that, you guys might still need to provide like the content, but then those edits can be made. Whether it's like you're doing a video, she can do a video edit, and then you guys have to do the posting. So we're not posting for you, we're just providing the content and trying to help with some of the templates and video editing if you need that. For videos, just for now, and we'll see how it goes, we're trying to ask for a week notice. Now, once she gets that, when I say she, I mean our virtual assistant. When she gets those, if she gets them done, like that's great. And if you need something and it's less than a week, like still submit it. I don't think that she'll probably need that much time, but if we get a lot of people doing videos all at once, that takes a lot of the time. And so we just need to make sure that you guys get what you need in a timely fashion. So I want you to prepare. So go ahead and think a week out. So if you want a video, you're going to have it for the next week. Now, if you're trying to showcase a property or things like that, go ahead and submit it and make a request, and we'll see how we can accommodate. But we just don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We want to kind of see how this goes and see how it's benefiting you, and then get the feedback and then adjust from there. So the videos can also be requested through the WhatsApp channel. If you are not part of the WhatsApp social media channel, I will link it. It's the ROG social media channel. And so I will go ahead and in the hub post, I will link the WhatsApp channel again if you've not joined so that you can do that. Oh, I have it linked all here. But I'll have the actual link for you. So if you don't have WhatsApp, make sure you download WhatsApp and join the ROG Prosper Portal Media Hub channel. Media Help, sorry. And then be on the lookout for a Facebook post for the March content calendar. It will be linked in the upcoming OneNote as well. And then start planning your content and scheduling content. Again, I'm not going to go too much into, hey, how do I use all these platforms? Because I really want you guys to be using where your audience is. If you do have questions, like I said, we can do weekly tips, tricks, things like that. There's a lot of training out there. I can also recommend places for you guys to get the information so you can learn more about how do I schedule a post on Facebook? What do I do on Instagram? Like we can help as much as possible with those things. But again, this is more just, hey, what am I posting? So I'm going to also include a social media basics talking about that point on, hey, how do I make sure I have my Facebook, my Instagram, if it's TikTok, whatever you're wanting to use, like what each platform kind of is used for. So a social media basics guide with some hints and tips. And then hopefully you guys are going to get into there and start using those. There's a lot of title companies as well. They do trainings all the time. Sometimes content's great. It depends on what level you're at, but there's a lot of resources out there. So don't struggle. Reach out and let's get you sorted. And then hopefully this will help with that. So that's all I have for that. I'm going to share though. I'm getting out of that When I say the pre-made templates, this was an example, and we have a few different iterations, examples, options for you. But so say you want to go ahead and start using it, you're going to have use some of the pre-made templates. All you would do is go ahead and go on the WhatsApp channel and ask our VA. She'll go ahead and post some options, and then she'll say who wants these, and then you can tell her what option you want. So March home maintenance tips is just a very basic, hey, these are things that you should be doing in March, right? Now, in the caption, you guys want to make sure that you are writing the caption and you do the hashtags or whatever like that. Then you can also share it on your story. But hopefully this will give you guys a place of like, hey, now I don't have to create this. Your photo will go in here. We do have other pre-made templates for like, hey, if you get a client review, we can go ahead and post that in, pop those in here. I was talking about like if you want to feature restaurants, like that's always a good one too, right? So keeping it local, name of the restaurant. And so then you would just put your little blurb here. So what we'll do is we'll share the templates with you guys. So then you can go on the WhatsApp channel and say, hey, I want this one. And we'll do it by a number or something like that. So it's like, hey, I want option one. And then if she has any questions about your contact info or the photo you want to use, like she can have that dialogue with you through WhatsApp and then send you that. And then all you need to do is schedule it or post it if it's the same day. So any questions or comments, concerns, anything else you guys are wanting to see or know about Content Calendar? Stop sharing for a second. Yeah, like I said, it's hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you guys see it as a benefit. I know that we'll get better as well, and hopefully add more benefit to you guys. But I really encourage everyone to be on social media if you're in the industry. And hopefully this will help alleviate some of the concern, fear, and like, how do I do it? And so we want that to be a benefit for you guys. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at tech@rogprosper.com, or you guys have my phone number, reach out. And again, be on the lookout for the post on Hub, and we will be sharing the March. And then you guys can start your planning. And feel free, like I said, feedback, any questions, comments. More than happy to make this a good program for everyone and as much benefit for you guys as